If you're very fortunate, then once in a lifetime, you meet a man like Gabriel Tamman. I was one of the lucky ones, albeit our first meeting was by Zoom. When he spoke, every sentence had a purpose. Every word in that sentence was there for a reason. And he asked questions and carefully listened to the answers. I could see in his eyes that he was taking in every single word. I actually only got to meet with Gabi many months later in Geneva when he was in hospital, only a few months before he passed away tragically. That meeting for me was incredibly important and will go with me for many, many years to come. We all hoped and prayed that Gabi would recover and be able to come to Israel and to be with us in this very occasion here in Beersheba. But that was not to be.
What inspires me in my father's life story is his positivity against adversity. He never gave up. He always kept trying. He never accepted no for an answer.
He always contributed, even in Egypt, even at risk of his own life, even at having been put in prison and practically condemned to be killed.
Since his childhood, he lived the experience of the way Jews were treated badly and then expelled from Egypt. And this really made him react in a very strong way and in a very mature way, because a boy of 16 years old or 17 years old who defends the ghetto the way he did it, it was really very adventurous, even dangerous for him, endangering his life to help other Jews to escape from Egypt and to go and live their dream of moving to Israel.
And when he heard that Ben-Gurion had the project to create a state run by Jewish people, defended by Jews, he wanted to be part of this. During his whole life, he contributed to the livelihood of Israel and the Israeli society, but he did it always very discreetly.
Everyone who crossed his path remembers his smile, his sense of humor, his kindness and his empathy.
Gabi cared a tremendous amount about the Jewish people. He cared about the state of Israel. And most of all, he cared about education. And so the Gabriel and Angel Gate, the new entrance to Ben-Gurion University, is a fitting tribute to this wonderful man and his legacy. As it says in the book of Proverbs, utter her words of wisdom at the entrance to the gates.
The largest center of education, it really carves the future of the state of Israel. And my father wanted to be in the heart of that, because education for him is what builds the future.